NAVI got their ass handed to them on Mirage in Copenhagen. I cannot imagine, I cannot even begin to imagine this would be similar here. Surely they put a better fight forth, but we are starting on Nuke. This is once again a rematch of the grand final of the major in Copenhagen. And I am hyped as hell for this matchup.
It's going to be a banger, and we said FaZe have to run through this bracket of death, this murder row. Well, NAVI certainly want to stand in their way, looking to see if they can keep up at Copenhagen form. And, well, FaZe going quick into upper on this pistol round run right into Ema. He hits a couple of heads, final bullet tap out, and NAVI just comes swinging through. Rain and Rob's feast for a moment.
Not over.
2-on-2 as they fall in at the back of the site. JL unknown about, firing off with a missed shot. Bit can't connect, and it's Rain to save this pistol round with 4 kills on the Glock.
Oh, JL made a meal out of that one. He was baited out by his teammate. He almost became invisible on top of her. He had everything he needed, but misses a couple bullets, and Rain with the 4K. Best start possible for FaZe Clan. You would have thought that Ime had put NAVI on the right tracks with that double on top of her with the USP, but it wasn't enough to close it.
Hot start from FaZe. And NAVI now just having to come through with a full eco. So that 2-0 should be as good as done here. It is going to have them come his way, and he's rocking that Zeus.
He's Robson it.
Let's see what Vic can get away with. There's one. Brokey dead, but FaZe, they've seen that before. They do it themselves.
Ooh.
Alexi, interesting timing here. Rain goes back to check for it. His Spidey senses were tingling. And so FaZe Clan looking good to stick the landing. Oh, wait, there's another Zeus in play.
Another one? Really?
A while since you said Zeus's name in NAVI so much. But dead immediately to Frozen. And with Wonderful, the last guy standing, they're going to chase him down. They're going to hound him down in the vents. Gets out with one, but it's the end of the line. A little bit of damage inflicted, but that second round will get locked in for FaZe.
You can just already tell that this is going to be a banger, right? Coming in to what is a spicy, well, not spicy veto, a reliable veto, I guess you could say.
It's less spicy than last time around.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes a bit more sense.
But for me, FaZe even looked worrying yesterday in that Monty game on Nuke, right? They obviously pulled it back into an overtime game. They lost it out there, but there were some ugly rounds there for FaZe, so they've got to switch on. Rain's already having a far better start than yesterday, at least 6-0 to begin this game. And you're going to need him on a map like Nuke, where outside is such a pivotal position on both sides.
I also think if this year's taught us anything, it's FaZe seem like they're victims of like playing to the level of the opposition, right? Like every tournament they're in takes the longest they can to get through, and it feels like they're always down to play their opponent's game. And I guess you could say that makes these runs even more impressive, but this rifle round gets off to a back and forth start into the 3-on-3.
Can't believe Rob squeezed that kill out into JL right before he got checked by Alexi.
Very messy start, and NAVI is losing track of who's where and what's open and what's not.
Frozen actually did a silent climb off of Silo. That's not easy. He managed to make it down to T-roof without making a sound.
That's the
right
bomb,
now,
Brokey. That's the bomb.
NAVI coming back into the lobby, walk into Frozen. It's just Alexi left outside. They know where he was. 2 kills already for the Finn. FaZe don't go fishing. They get that smoke down, bomb planted. Surely round 1.
I feel like this round would be an example I would pick if it asked me, hey, why is FaZe's T-side so good on Nuke? Because they are not constrained by the confines of, hey, we have to do this, execute. That's the only way we're going to win a round.
Yeah.
No, they're strong enough to have a couple tricks to take parts of the map and then create gaps, create spaces, and the players know where to be careful about, when to be aggressive, how to thread the needle. This is a round, if you're Alexi B, that is almost impossible to analyze and block for the next one.
Yeah.
You've been found. There were timings everywhere, and they knew how to play the numbers game. The 3v3 is at the advantage of the T side, and FaZe have such an expertise in these situations on Nuke. They're horrible to play against.
Yeah, when we had Yanko on here the other day, he actually said something fantastic, kind of down this line of thinking. The idea that FaZe do a lot of like mid-round decisions on the back of like one piece of utility having like 3 or 4 different outcomes as to how they can play around with that, right? And I think that's something that we're going to see a lot out of FaZe here as they mid-round across the T side. They're not going to be going for a lot of these sort of set piece plays where it's like, okay, we do the yard smokes, now we're going to cross with a bunch of players there. You know, maybe we could, all these options are open, but they'll use similar pieces of util to achieve goals, but it'll always have like a different ending. It'll always have a different impact on how it influences the mid-round of the game. So already a good look at that. And yeah, I think problem-solving wise, that will make Alexi's life very, very hard. You have these yard smokes in. You're never certain what FaZe are planning to do with them. Alexi, one rifle in this round. Does have a smoke to blow it open. Right now he's holding for a peek up on top of Silo. Won't be afforded to him.
They creep down silently.
And if he's going to be tasked to hold outside, which he is usually, he's going to have to count on a strong Wonderful. Backing him up time and time again, having a couple of setups. It's going to be very complicated for him to handle that on his own. Now he's going to be Ime, charged down with the 5-7. He relays the information, stays alive quite cleverly for now. A lot of real estate taken away by FaZe Clan. But not a decision made quite yet.
NAVI have strong positions despite the inherent disadvantage of their weaponry. That's a great nade. Alexi down low outside. Double lower setup. Alexi has been spammed in the process, but FaZe can still walk into 5-7s. However, from this kind of range, the fear eludes me now. FaZe come out the window. Wonderful, surely nothing to do in this position. Gets a dink off, but Carrigan cleans it up. And Frozen, that layered lurk outside, makes this round easy enough for FaZe. That could have gone wrong in a variety of ways, but FaZe elude capture for now.
Yeah, I mean, already, you know, I think you see that idea of kind of embracing the opposition style of your FaZe Clan. These have been pretty slow rounds with a lot of these mid-round moves kind of pretty composed for the most part while insinuating chaos at like key elements in the round. But that one there, they play it like they're up against full rifles. It's a nice slow take of the lower sight. No wild shit from Brokey where he's like just off his rocker, like going insane. And, you know, I think that makes sense. NAVI, they themselves are a very composed squad. They're going to try and steal info back. They're going to try and get ahead of you in terms of the rotates. So FaZe are aware of what they're up against here. NAVI yet to post around, but they finally get to bring the rifles back out.
The pressure is on. Set util towards inside. Rob's going to try to take the timing. Passes to smoke. He's flashed. He's lost track of the CTs, but he's thread the needle. Finds the kill onto Ime, and Wonderful is ignoring the fight with the AWP.
Flash out, they know they're flying in off the back of that. Robs just steals with them as they fall into their teammates' Molotov at the back of the site. Great realization from Robs. When you see that flash come out from main, you know what that means. That means they're flying through that heaven smoke. NAVI try and catch FaZe while they're setting up before they've got that bomb down. Smoke the heaven molly, jump in, all denied. Great shots from Robs.
And I love the timing of the hit for FaZe. Because if you think about it, the way you would imagine an immediate A-rush is much faster than this. It's much faster than the round we just witnessed.
Yeah, it's kind of like a second tempo.
That's what you do. So you lure them into thinking you're just putting the normal pressure utility. You have a smoke in front of door, you have a molly on top of hut. This is how a normal round could look like at the beginning. And then as they kind of settle into the whole system of the round, the pace of the round, you hit them with that pop flash. And then you use that util to grab the space away from them. It's very hard to see coming. It's very surprising. And that explains the chaos that we see. NAVI completely lost. This is a stellar FaZe Clan that we are seeing right now on this map with Nuke.
Well, FaZe playing up to the level of their opponent. Don't want to lose this game twice, hey? Needs to come outside, but PT50, what can it really do? A bit of damage and they cross down.
I think, you know, even the scene and setting of this game being so different from when they last matched up in the major final is certainly going to play into things, right? This is a more personal, up close, you know, studio environment. You can hear the other players and it gets rowdy in the head-to-head individually, but you don't have the roar of, you know, over 10,000 people there backing up the kind of tempo of the game.
Which is, you know, crazily enough, where FaZe do their best work as well, where you're ready to write NAVI off with, you know, players who have never been in that deep in a competition. Players like Wonderful, never been on the stage in a grand final of a major, and you're ready to wait for players like that to crumble, but NAVI did quite the opposite. Weirdly enough, FaZe, well, I guess the value is in single elimination, there's no more slow starts, no more late routes.
I do think
they've got to win every game.
I really think that the psychological context of the match now is heavily in FaZe's favor. What we're witnessing currently. Of course, losing the grand final of the major hurts like the dickens. That's just a fact. But now if you're showing up here at EPL, it's NAVI's got all the pressure on their shoulders. They're the major winner. They have to defend. Hell, they have to try and shut down doubters who say this was a one-time thing. They're never going to establish themselves as a very, very, very elite team. They're going to go back down. If you're FaZe, who's beaten you twice in a row in a best of 3, right? You have everything going your way into this matchup specifically. I think it's all onto NAVI to show up.
That's a good point. I did like how when we had Brolin on the cast the other day, he actually spoke about Alexi and said, like, yeah, this guy never tilts. Like, this guy just does, you know, obviously they played together in NIP. Like, Alexi will not tilt, which is, I think, a cool detail, especially when you're down in, you know, this kind of situation. 6-0 down, FaZe's pick, dominating T-side nuke, typically a rather difficult T-half. Want to keep our eyes on Alexi and what he's calling, especially on these T-sides.
See, I believe that in like his strength of character, but this situation is not one that he's been in before, right? Like, the major win was also the furthest I mean, needless to say, the furthest he ever went. But even getting there was the furthest he ever went with like an international roster. Up until that point, the bulk finish ends.
Yeah.
So, you know, the situation he is in as a leader is very, very different now to what it's ever been before.
And as much as we love to talk about the tactical side of Counter-Strike, the leaderships and all these qualities that are ever so needed, he could also count on some incredible individual performances. What JL put together in Copenhagen was nothing short of spectacular. Bit had I don't even know what term to use on what happened on that last map. He completely caught on fire on Inferno. And also, he obscurated JL, who also had, he was 20-5 on Inferno. We don't talk about it because Bit was 23-6 or 23-7. But these two players combined to destroy FaZe, and right now, there are, what, 2 kills together.
Yeah, the most shocking part of the whole JL thing was, at least when you saw this pickup of Emo, you were like, oh, he had that great tournament in Paris. JL was actually a middle-of-the-pack player on Apex in Paris. He actually wasn't a statistical outlier by any means. So the fact that he had that kind of performance was completely out of the ordinary. And so, yeah, not just for NAVI keeping it up, but for him as an individual keeping it up, it will not be easy.
Oh, Alexi, good position here for one, but the trade immediately picked up from Rain. 4v4 with Rain still alive out in the yard. That's going to keep Wonderful preoccupied for a moment on this AWP. He needs this shot, and he will connect it. Rain dead. Wonderful gets back. He's now able to try hold on a ramp, but Frozen is clean with it. FaZe drop down towards lower. Bit already down here, and this guy's had a big uptick in performance ever since the major. Let's see if Bit can hold on.
They're too close.
One kill from the guy, but they're right here. They're right on top of him. Bit anchors down this B site. He's low. He needs help. His teammate's still a ways away, and so that's going to give over the 1 kill to Robs. 35 seconds to work with. He hears this rotation in through ramp. Gonna go looking for it, but the molly's well placed, and JL gets on the board in round number 7.
I like
finding NAVI there first.
I like the molly swing, I will say. Robs is trying to keep his opponent guessing. He knows he's actually gotten into the corner, and JL probably hasn't seen him, so just going to go for that swing inside of the fire. JL gets on the board. And fantastic double kill for Bit.
Oh, yeah, thank God for Bit.
I don't know how he got that second player throwing the flash. Sure, it catches his opponent, but it's just so close.
We thought he wasn't aware of the space that was taken away from him, but in fact, he kept a very good tab of where was the next risk. How close to me is he?
Just comes out of pre-aim, really. Like, if his crosshair's not pre-aiming that position on Frozen, he's probably dead first. Excellent round for NAVI. Let's see if they can build off of it, or they'll be put straight back down to pistols.
Look at the pressure outside. Every single round, FaZe have kept NAVI guessing. How many are we outside? Here is a different iteration of the smoke. Here's a different timing in here. Last time it was just Rain and Kerrigan. These were the two taking space away, trading duels. And now it's an actual full bulk of 4 players. How is Alexi supposed to know?
And akin to that delayed A hit, there's a delayed outside take where NAVI have no idea how many players of FaZe are even here. Is it just a fraudulent single player crossing, or is it the entire squad? FaZe go back to lobby at sub-minute on the time with that bomb.
But Ime's information is golden. The fact that Ime is still in secret, hasn't seen anybody, it's a strong signal.
Batten down the hatches on upper. Make sure you're not getting A-wrapped, but Rain is trying to find that perfect timing to get into this top site. Looks like a main split for him. Emo could go walking right into Rain, but the crosshair at the wrong place. The flick is fast. Lights out for Emo, and FaZe set up for this top hit.
In comes the util, in comes the push. Wonderful, quick on that AWP, and there's layers of defense here for NAVI. This is looking good in the hold. Alexi, that's real clean, and that leaves it all on Brokey. He's got the space to drop down lower here. He's going to have a bomb plant. That much should be a guarantee, but they're quick to rush down the vent, and now they've closed the gap. Those extra few seconds searching for Brokey. Leave him shy on time and shy on chances. That one connects, but not the killing blow.
I also like how Na'Vi are playing in these anti-clutch situations. They're not giving FaZe anything, right? Even in that ROPS round where he's mid-B bomb site when he kills Bit, JLs doesn't rush ramped and take the trade. He mollies, he plays safe. Right there, Na'Vi hear him get off the site, and they don't even peek him from vent. Why give the X-Factor team, the clutch team, any way back into the unwinnable rounds? Make them unwinnable.
Absolutely, and that is exactly where FaZe is trying to get you. FaZe is trying to get you to the tense last 15, 20 seconds. They want to get you to that point where you're hesitating. Do I have to peek? Do I not peek? And then they themselves have incredible clutch players who can profit from these mini mistakes. And I agree with you, Navi is held strong in the last 2 rounds.
I'm surprised FaZe don't go for the vent dive there. When they kill Emo from Secret, they still smoke main, smoking off Rain. He has to go through it and then attempt the upper hit. So not only is Rain not going for a heaven flank because he wants to be with his team, but FaZe don't take the open runway, which is we've killed a B player, now we can just drop vent. They go into the stack on upper. Like you were saying, Emo's information from having Secret that late in the round enforces an A stack. That's such a micro mid-round call that if FaZe make, they win the round.
Same set of util we were talking about, the pressure, and here comes ROPS again.
Yeah, straight through the smoke, but once more caught off guard by main. His attempt to run back this fast top hit. And they're going to live to regret it. NAVI starting to streak together some rounds here, pick up a bit of speed. Frozen tries going out through the hut just to get that bomb, and he will get his hands back on it at least. So that gives FaZe something to play for in this 2v4. Oh, Brokey on borrowed time now. Spam down real low.
Good luck.
He's going to do well to get out of this round with anything.
Nice crosshair placement, but they could just spam it again. He swings out, missed shot. Frozen has the gap, but Na'Vi have been fine to concede positions. And in a 4v1 like this, what can Frozen really do?
There might have been alterations, but the philosophy of this round is identical to the first gun round FaZe played. And I think Na'Vi analyzed and realized immediately what was happening. The first layer of util onto the A side, and then the pop coming in through.
Bomb plant's pretty juicy.
He's got a chance
give them
now.
the extra money to buy up in the next round if they want to. They can force one through now.
He's left the back
So any
door
damage
open.
Frozen can do worth its weight in gold. They are all grouped up here over at the double doors, and Frozen is dealt with straight away. Bit has full control over this lower site, and every round they've needed him to lock in a couple of kills. He'll get away with it. Team Ace for Na'Vi as they pick up their third. See the value of that bomb plant, though. Will facilitate a buy here. Brokey will be the guy most strapped for cash, but everyone else is fine.
Solid upper hold. Puts Na'Vi up in a 4v2.
What do we think of like the post-major blues angles? Because ever since we returned from like the COVID era, the only team that actually went on to win events after lifting the major trophy, funnily enough, was that old Na'Vi squad.
Yeah.
After they won in Stockholm, they closed out the remaining I think it was 2 tournaments of the year, both Blast ones. Since that though, when you kind of look down the line, FaZe and Antwerp went on to lose in Dallas, if you remember. Outsiders, I mean, they started changing players and everything after their major win.
Yeah, I guess Vitality had a decent end to the year, but then they started Katowice Rocky this time. So it's hard to keep it up.
I mean, Navi is still a very long way from a trophy here in Malta. We're looking at round 12. I think winning Pro League for Navi would be spectacular. After the major and all of the accolades that people want to put in, the fact that this was one-off or whatever.
Well, the biggest threats are right here on this half of the bracket, so it's got to start strong for Na'Vi. And right now, FaZe, with his cobbled buy, have made it work. Double entry, Carrigan is behind.
He's got him. He's got him booked. Like
This should be a
outside's
lock-in.
been a nightmare for Navi. And
Hello.
Kind of sick seeing Carrigan rising up the board and putting in some great individual form as well. He is a bit of a point to prove right after the kind of shock horror ending to that major final.
Had some statistically very good maps here at Pro League, has Carrigan. 1.5 rating against Eternal Fire.
For me, it's just like I can imagine, has a lot that he wants to,
remember
say in this game. Exactly, right? In that third and final map, it was brutal, man. It was like it was sad watching him kind of fall apart up on the stage. So he wants to set the record straight, and it's him who helps put that round on the board with 2 kills out in the yard.
But this is also something we're talking about, you know, in the Monty game as well, which is great to watch Carrigan do. He's fine to just sell himself to set his team up for trades. He's so good at that. And when he gets the entry on top of that, it's a beautiful round because he's fine to play that sacrificial lamb role.
I agree with you, and unfortunately, the major grand final was a little bit of an outlier in terms of how bad it can look when nothing is working at all. But I still believe Carrigan is a player that's capable of having his impact being felt more than just calling. Just sometimes on the server, the risks he takes, the space he takes as well. I'm just amazed by how FaZe Clan is playing outside. It is so hard to make decisions based on what you're seeing for Navi, because the same util can be
3, 4 different things
and different timings as well.
Yeah.
So not only do you have to correctly assess what set of util is being put, the timings of those will also vary, which means your reaction will vary because you don't have the same kind of utils to answer with. You're not in the same position to deal with it. This round looks foolish. If you're a Navi fan and you're watching this round, you might be thinking, what the hell are they doing? But the reason they walk into all of these crosshairs is because FaZe have done a good job at keeping Navi in the dark and not exactly sure. They feel uncomfortable, trying to retake information. Straight into the loving hands of FaZe players waiting for it. 5v3, 5 seconds, the round is closed. That's expertise, that's know-how.
Gonna have a ramp hit perhaps in this round. They're crossing with outside smoke. Wonderful's warping ramp side. FaZe relax in the lobby. Put a lot of pressure on that door. They're still going to cross outside into 2 players. So FaZe are caught looking the wrong way. This time it will come down to that ramp hit. 3 on 5. Na'Vi have set themselves up for a clean round near the end of the half to reinforce their CT side with 5. Is there any way in here for FaZe? Well, if it was overpass, you'd be saving. If it's Nuke,
but doesn't
to give it a go.
Don't you feel like FaZe already have enough? They have what they were looking for.
Yeah, they're going for it.
I mean, 7-3 on the T side of Nuke. I know the map is much more balanced now, much more open than it ever was, and I'm all for it. I'm happy about it. But the fashion with which FaZe have won these rounds, it feels like they're very much in the driving seat.
Maybe they are saving. I mean, loss bonus is not really a factor here for FaZe. So I guess if they want rifles in the last, it's not a bad call, but surprised not seeing them just attempt to ramp here.
Hell no.
Gonna look to vent. Put some pressure on, keep Na'Vi guessing, but I don't know if I'm convinced by this. No spam kill. Burnout from CT vent, but that was a nice nade for Na'Vi.
Now they might actually.
Yeah.
There was an attempt.
I mean, 7 rounds is great. Let's see if they can make it 8. Na'Vi keep 5 alive.
I'd like to see Wonderful be a little bit more aggressive than what he has been so far, because I think it's one of the ways that you can eliminate a bunch of the possibilities of what the hell your opponent is doing. Like post up your AWP a little further on the map. Maybe have him a 1-2 setup into trophy room, into radio. Maybe have him red with the AWP there, making sure no one has crossed. If he plays so passively, it opens up the possibilities of what the hell is going on against us so widely. You're supposed to use him as the fail-safe, the way Monacy is used with the AWP. I know they're not the same exact profiles of play, I'm aware of that, but I still think he should provide more. He should provide Alexi with a bit more space on the map.
Okay, FaZe going very standard, very old school with the cross behind the close smokes. Frozen runs the molly. Carrigan up close with a flick, and that just makes your life so much easier.
That's the clash of the captains out in the yard. Carrigan bests him. Bit already drops down lower. And Bit has been a bit of a beast down here on this B bomb site. Frozen out into the watchful eyes of Wonderful's AWP. As Na'Vi look to bring out 5 to close out this half. It's all eyes on Carrigan. 1v3, bomb lost, minute left to play with. Even though Carrigan's got a reputation as a bit of a clutcher, this is asking a hell of a lot. He should have this first kill on JL, but he just turns back in time. And so 5 will be put up from the NAVI squad as in the later stages of that first half, they are able to find their way.
feeling too much confidence on that heavyweight flex. I've been earning and working, everybody want this. I'm untouchable, stacked up Greek god. I got the thunder and lightning, energy rush. I've been winning and winning since the day I was made. Bet you wanna be like me. I'm always on top of the game. Ain't never gonna touch second place. Nah, never. I'm always on top of the game. You know that I win, that I win, that I win, that I win. I was born to be bad, so go 100%. 'Cause all I do is win and win and win and win. You already know. I got the world in my hands. I'm like a perfect diamond, I'm red. 'Cause all I do is win and win and win and win. You already know.
A matchup worthy of a major final, and FaZe in fighting form lead the half 7-5 at the end of their T side of Nuke. It's their map pick. They've not gone for any enchant today, but we do have the old familiar Mirage and Inferno coming down that ever so bulging pipeline. I'm here with Major Grand Final caster Harry Russell and Matthew Maniac Kikire.
Yeah, I'm here too.
Who's
Yo,
playing
how's it
in major
how's it
playoffs.
going?
Your intro is so much shitter.
I know. I thought you would have said, major grand final desk. No, it's just this guy.
No mention of that.
This guy, Maniac.
Sorry, I was
We have all the accomplishments, obviously.
I know,
the
I do.
guy we bought in.
yeah.
There's a hierarchy that I got to respect, you know. It just is what it is.
All right. T-side pistol now for NAVI. They were able to find a serious... Oh, they got the name wrong on this thing as well. Jeez.
I'm here with Jason Moses O'Toole.
Wow. Matthew, I respect you if that means anything.
But it does mean something.
Okay, well, there you
I
go.
gotta say.
I like that.
No, maybe Hugo doesn't, but you do.
No, I
and
do.
That's half of the fucking pair. That's great.
Guys,
it's a good win.
Right.
This vent is made of Swiss cheese. It's full of holes. NAVI have crept their way down to B.
They have managed to sneak on down, and Imma's even trying to take control over towards ramp, playing a close angle, but with JL deleted. At the first turn of Rops around that corner.
Blimey.
That is a ludicrously
What a blunder.
hold of the lower sight.
Donovan,
Fuck, I hope you didn't realise. Fuck, man. Okay, it's a pistol round locked in for FaZe Clan.
My kids are watching.
Yeah, sorry.
Family show.
Sorry.
You've already crossed that line a million times
Yeah.
for the last 2 weeks.
If you're new to Pro League, welcome.
Sorry to all 70 Hugo's kids.
Well, you
Please
said
come
this
back.
looked like a Swiss cheese defense. It was more like a fondue because they all melted when they tried to do that.
Cheese jokes?
Yeah, I mean,
FaZe rematch.
I would have to be able to have a few references, right?
There's a few
Otherwise,
more.
they might just delete my passport when I go back. Just
Oh my God, NAVI looking like Stilton right now. They're blue in the face.
Yeah, and they force-board up here. It's not a cheese
I was
party,
waiting for the
Joe.
cheese
I'm just
joke.
talking about the game. Come on,
waiting for the
casters,
cheese.
talk about the game. Rain holding on to outside.
Presumably.
Spam damage. Imma tagged up.
It's got some damn spammage off that A1S. NAVI is scared of outside. They leave him here, but he won't make it to A.
He made a great
Not on
that
my
cross.
watch.
I mean, they've built a little blockage out in the yard. Call it an EDAM, mate, because they've gone ahead and constructed that as like esports,
Yeah, no,
EDAM.
yeah, I
Come
like
on,
that.
man.
Yeah.
Don't over-explain. Just own
You
it.
go like
You have to say it.
You
Only-
go like winced in pain.
No, I laughed, actually. I laughed. You won't even look at me. I laughed. Can't explain the joke or a side.
Can NAVI put fourth? They have 2 Galileans, 2 Deagles. 3 Galileans, actually. I even discounted Ime, but he's still alive. He's still got something to say. And we can see here the difference of philosophy in FaZe as well, with Brokey aggressive and secret. They know what's up. At least they know outside hasn't been completely compromised. That will help things out for NAVI. Great entry from JL. He's had a few good rounds with the Deagle.
Was that
Some come to mind.
Was that through her up onto the raft?
Surely
I think it was. That's going to be a horrific replay.
Insane opener.
Yeah, just pre-fired Carrigan in heaven, I think.
All right, Robs. Robs is about to get tested in a
A4.
big way here. A4 in the right place, right time, but Rob's got to nail every one of these shots. Oh, and he will! Robs makes it look easy! Three players into his crosshair, the bomb at his feet, and Robs has safeguarded this round for FaZe Clan. Rain holds on to the yard, and it's just JL who started the round with a blinder of a Deeg shot. Even a follow-up headshot, yeah, but they overwhelm him. I meant there, not yet, but it kind of fitted in anyway. FaZe up on a 9.
Show me that JL Deagle, because I think you've nailed that, Harry. I think you've hit it on the head, much like JL did.
Are you guys just gonna scoop
backside,
over
backside.
Robs?
Oh, Carrigan's like barely even peeking, I'd feel.
That's an absolute masterpiece.
Yeah.
It is the science of Counter-Strike coming through. Good crosser placement, the movements to be sure that you are not being swung upon. No, you're the one always doing the jiggling. You change the angle slightly from one duel to the next. It's like art. It's like where Robs is where science and art meet in the abyss of this crossing. This is where Robs actually lives.
It's beautiful.
Alexi uses the craziest lineup for these outside smokes I've ever seen. I don't even know how he just threw that. I swear there's easier ways to do it.
Alexi likes a challenge. Why do you think he joined NIP?
Okay, I thought maybe
Catching strays
OG
now.
could have been put there too, but decided to go for NIP.
A lot of his former teams,
The lower hanging fruit tastes the sweetest,
True.
Matthew. That's why it's covered in bees
Oh, I hate bees.
and wasps.
Oh, I'm scared of wasps. Wasps.
Wops.
Whoops.
Well, he's at Ram, so don't worry. You can stay away.
Scared of Robs. When I see him, I change side.
Ema trying to Glock. Oh, sorry, P250 at range. But the rest of the team back in lobby, and right now FaZe are stacking, regrouping on ramp. 2 players moving in.
Brokey is a crazy guy.
Yeah.
We all know that. And he's had a quiet game. But right there, he's doubled his kills in 1 round.
Stonks.
Fed the beast that is Brokey. They've got him switched online. As though FaZe needed it. Double digits about to arrive on the FaZe Clan scoreboard.
Oh, Rob said that's enough. And that's why Matthew is scared of wasps, because Robs has taken down Brokey.
Very scared of wasps.
Put down the mad dog of Brokey. But FaZe do get onto double digits, and that's what's important here.
Correct.
10-5 as the rebuy comes back in for NAVI. This is their first proper and maybe only real chance at putting a stop to FaZe Clan on Nuke.
Yeah, let's see what they made of. Let's see what they have to offer for this first actual gun round. I do expect a different... Oh my god. Yeah, this was retribution. Say, buddy, you're gonna go ramp and take my eco kills? I'm gonna put you down.
Brokey unplugged his keyboard, so we got a bit of a tech pause.
I mean, if you ask me, I think that's a very rightful reaction to being team killed.
Yeah.
I would just unplug my stuff and just get the fuck out.
Yeah, just leave.
Oh,
the
good
blunder.
catch, good catch. That's that
He saved it.
30 millisecond reaction time.
It would have gone back behind the PC, so that would have been a whole thing. It's looking plugged in.
I really
Thumbs
like
up.
how the nodes are aligned with the mouse pad.
Wait, look,
Oh, what a highlight.
oh, it went underneath and everything. That's
Action replay.
dude. It looks a little.
I don't like how the lights
It
keep
keeps-
flickering.
yeah, it keeps coming out.
It's not a good sign.
No, we
Someone
might
get him a hot
need-
glue gun.
Don't do this. At home.
I won't, that joke is too easy, so I'll leave
Disclaimer.
10-5, FaZe. I mean, considering Mirage is up next and they destroyed NAVI last time, this has all the makings of being a quick game. Can NAVI stop that?
I am so nervous though with how much Brokey's wire just fell out the keyboard. Like, I hope that doesn't come back to haunt him.
Full turret mode, Harry. Standing still, just flicking.
It's the antidote to the too much caffeine yesterday. They've removed movement as an option entirely. Out in towards the top side. But there's the aggression in through the lobby.
Easy.
Robs and Carrigan strike in tandem. Carrigan throws himself into the fight, but the rest of the team are there to back him up every step of the way. And with Robs and Rain finding success across the board, 11 gets locked in for FaZe in a runaway rifle round. NAVI have now got nothing to slow FaZe Clan down.
It feels like a blessing that you get the A side that free, but it's because FaZe are playing retake, because they're double flanking lobby. It's like the perfect round for FaZe to call something out of spawn, to leave A open. Carrigan even gets a kill, sneaks back, regresses with his team, but first, as we've always been saying, and the whole time there's this double ramp flank that's just shooting NAVI in the heels.
I mean, the fact that Kerrigan gets one with the FAMAS before the hits actually arrive, that's just luxury. That's insult to injury if you're Navi.
It's like his T side. I mean, he's just grabbing a kill, and then Rain would be setting up to trade. It's like Karrigan, a lot of the time, should just be dead there, but
I think if
FaZe
end up running away with this, I think it shows how, even though experience is like super key, and we talk about FaZe as like a big stage like team,
yeah,
there's still like a real emotional weight for individual players when they're, for example, about to lift a major trophy in their own country, right? Like, we know Karrigan is a very put-together guy, someone who's built up so many rosters over the years, has had his own trials and tribulations at majors, but I think it was clear that the pressure was getting to him there.
Definitely, and we heard from Neo as well. He was catching up with Freya before that game, and he said, you know, before we won in Chengdu, yeah, there was a little bit of something in the air about these finals we're losing, and it doesn't really matter. Even if you know, you're aware that you're playing good counter-strat, eventually it's going to happen. It grinds at you slowly. It's like water on the rocks. Like, why we keep losing these finals? What's happening? Why can't we actually confirm? And yeah, they're still humans after all, even if sometimes it doesn't seem like that at all.
Well, this ain't a final, so FaZe are making quick work of it.
God, it's so, mate, it is, there's something about it. Just the guy who had the nightmare last map in this grand final matchup at the major is topping the charts while IGLing for FaZe Clan 15 and 11 on Karrigan. He means business today.
And business is booming.
He's pulled a major. He's gone and and I meant the player, Major.
Yeah, Major.
He's gone and watched...
I wasn't sure where this was going.
He's gone and watched all the VODs before going into this one. He wants to bring the individual performance. Don't know if that's true, but certainly looking like it could be 15 and 11 for Karrigan. In behind him, you've got Robson, Rain on 14 apiece. Brokey barely even a requirement today.
It has just felt like a bit lifeless for Na'Vi, right? You're calling on the CT side. We're not seeing Wonderful go for plays, right? This is obviously a great map for FaZe, so they're very comfortable in all their positions, but it's not like Na'Vi were challenging that. They weren't playing aggressive outside. They never took lobby. Wonderful never went for an opening pick anywhere on the map, and there were so many options for it. So
it was all about Bit.
Yeah.
Bit, if anything, saved Na'Vi. He kept them alive in the first half. He's had 3 different multi-kills on his positions where he was the only line of defense, the only one actually doing his job, going even beyond that task. And he doesn't really start the best of way as JL hits the dust, courtesy of Karrigan now on 16 kills. It's rightfully pointed out by my esteemed colleague Harry Russell. He's having a bit of a tear. And this has all the markings of an easy FaZe victory on the grounds of Nuke.
Going into Mirage of all places. Maybe it's not Na'Vi's pick, but is it a poison chalice? FaZe 4 kills away. We've got deep position for Ema, but Bomb is still going lower. So perhaps it's going to be a bit of a fake out while Ema gets closer and closer. And Wonderful in a very difficult position where he has to control against numerous options. That's a huge pickup. Can Na'Vi creep past Rops? They've made it to double. This is a very weird round where Na'Vi don't realize that they are walking into a setup on this site. Brokey stopped the ramp plug, and Rops now can piece it together. They must be nearby.
Yeah, he has to consider the possibility. He knows he was taking a very passive, very disciplined angle down there, so
this might be it.
I'm pretty curious how Ima's meant to even fit into this.
That's the tell.
He's here to cut vent rotates, but at this point that doesn't matter because Na'Vi... Oh, okay, they do get that entry. Yes, Robs to stop the party, though, puts the bomb down and saves this game, stops it, in fact, in its tracks. Ema nowhere to go, but Mirage.
Yeah, Na'Vi are going to have to bounce back on the next. Top fragging Karrigan and Robs. They're about to steal his thunder right at the end here. Was the guy to bring the victory over to FaZe to open up this series. FaZe in a rematch, and they mean business. 13-5 is a dominant lead to take heading into Mirage.
FaZe of the dominant map 1 victory. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that very much. I always like Team C get revenge. Let's turn this into a rivalry. Let's see if Na'Vi can come back in this series. Mirage is going to be the playground. And Rain's already got his first kill nice and easy. Execute coming in. He's the only one home.
Bish bash bosh, they're in the bomb site. Rain still takes 2 before he falls. Great work for the solo player while they have a heavy B stack. That smoke will keep pressure on.
What a luxury to have Rain as an A player. Just solo against 5 on an execute, grabbing 2 kills for you. That's so perfect.
Na'Vi looking to steal this pistol away right at the bitter end, but they don't clear spawn.
no!
And Na'Vi arrive to the second map in style. Can they close it cleanly? There's no kit right now. They need the kills. FaZe move in for it.
Oh, Carrigan swung on him. Rob's left up in this one, all alone. As Na'Vi look poised to return to form in that pistol. And now let's meet the competition.
Валерий Битваховский, Ukraine. Alexi B, major winner. JL, best friend of Torin.
Igor Wonderful Rodanov, Ukraine.
Harry Potter, Hogwarts.
So that's Na'Vi!
Yeah, welcome to the server, boys. Finally, it took a whole map, but great introductions.
Yeah, that was nice.
Great to see you.
I like the Alexi V signs. I liked it all.
Where's he going to go, Jason?
I don't know. It's the
A,
question. I keep
B?
asking myself, where's he going to go?
Could be either one.
Oh my God, it looks like B.
Oh, but that's how they get
That's
you.
what he wants you to think.
Yeah, that's what he wants you to think. Although Carrigan, if it is B, he's in for a mighty surprise. Bit of a rush, bit of a brush. Up against the Dane, 5-7 in hand. Na'Vi here to play.
Oh, he's got one. Good 5-7 work. JL transfers over. And that's the danger gone. That's the round.
Alexi B.
What a mastermind. Yeah, what a call.
My guy.
What a call. How have you guys enjoyed Jeans Day?
I bought new jeans this morning.
You did buy
You
new
like them?
jeans. Yeah, they need to be broken in. They need to be a little bit stretched out.
definitely,
Yeah,
a little tight.
a little tight. Yeah,
That's fine. They're blue. And they are jeans.
just followed all the rules today.
If you like jeans, let us know. And also donate. ESL.gg/EPL charity.
Oh, that's pretty good. You actually
!charity in the chat.
you actually nailed that.
I think I did.
Yeah, you've done really well for yourself.
Almost raised $1,000 today for actually a good cause as well.
Yeah,
On
Gamers
Foolery
Outreach.
aside.
Yeah, good people over there. So 2-0.
Business. Navi's map pick, of course. Last time that came in, well, we don't talk about that.
Yeah, that was yeah. Let's not talk about it. 2-0. Alexi can call things out. I didn't really know where to go with that one. So yeah, you're right.
Well,
let's not talk about it.
If you weren't there and you want us to talk about it, FaZe 13 2'd them and they absolutely destroyed them. Then they lost the last map 13-3. So bit of a roller coaster. Let's see if FaZe can ride it out now. Another half buy. Bits and bobs. Brokey saving that Galil.
Oh, good flash over. Takes Ema off the angle. What do you think is more impactful, Hugo, the bits or the bobs?
Oh, well, you need the bits. Otherwise...
You can't activate the bobs?
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of the prerequisite. One of the name.
That was cleanly done for Robs. Bit of a heavy B lean here for FaZe that's quickly been dismantled. The Alexi Classic of going B, but now going A. Might come back to haunt them here. Robs, another kill on this SMG, and they're going to look to overwhelm the connector. It gets activated, but Brokey puts him down. And so FaZe are able to respond early on Mirage.
Just running him down once they realized they had a player in close connector there. That's FaZe keeping the pressure on, the freedom we say of those half buys, those eco rounds, that you can just throw everything at your opponent.
That transfer back to the A bomb set as well was like, I mean, I'm not sure why they're so rushed at the moment. There's 1 minute and 10 seconds left on the clock. They could have taken that a little bit slower. Obviously, once the first guy goes down to Carrigan, it's all over, but could have been a little bit more detail into that. Oh, Rain's going to be challenged again. Ema's come through the Molotov, and he gets punished. Palace Pop coming in next.
Jump. Frozen got the info. Rain gets out with a double kill in defense of this A site. He's always been good for the multi. And that's going to bring FaZe right back into the fold here. 3v2 as that bomb gets planted. Brokey swinging out is going to deal with Alexi and the follow-up kill on a wonderful... Rain is worth his weight in gold right here in this A defense, man. Yeah. Every time he's been tested, he's been getting out with these multi-kills, and it's keeping FaZe and their hope of retaking the A site alive.
Dude, it's always why the conversation on Rain is like how valuable he is, despite not being like an ultra high profile star player, is just consistent, smart play, gets his double, and it's so good. First kill onto Ema, trying to lurk out a little bit quick. Second one on the Palace Pop, and the rest of his teammates have an easy mop-up as they rotate in. All tied up at 2. Do we have those things for the FaZe side of things?
I think we do.
Do we?
Yeah.
When are those happening?
Maybe we can call them later. Pistols out for Na'Vi now. Getting forced into a lot of fights. That's a nice combo from Carrigan. The molly deep, nade in front, and the spray will finish the job. Making quick work of Na'Vi on this eco, although I say that.
All right, well, Rain didn't kill too. JL is put down by Brokey on that rotate.
He's here already.
Dude, he didn't really have to do anything on that last map, did Brokey?
No.
He was just sort of hanging out, having a good time. Yeah. But now that Mirage has rolled around, Brokey wants to be a part of the conversation. And so it's just Alexi. And will he go B and then A now? Mid taken. He falls very silent.
Brokey's in full gamer mode at the moment, like just running around looking for kills. I love it. I love watching Brokey when he hits this mood. So Navi's got to hit their first obstacle in this map. It's 2-3. And they're going to get the guns back out. Full buy for both teams. And a timeout called by Blade. Just mumbling. Talking about the weather. Talking about Jeans Day.
It's on every tip of everyone's tongue.
It is. All the millions out there.
I can confirm we will have those FaZe player intros in the second half, Jason.
Okay, beautiful. Split them up.
Gonna grab them after the first half and make them film them quick.
Yeah, really quick in front of the green screen.
Guys, sorry.
Yeah, real quick.
You got a game to play.
Hop on over here. Say something into the camera. Rain's got like a full 90-degree tilt on that keyboard.
Been there. How many degrees of tilt, Harry, do you have?
That's his secret. He's always at 100.
Yeah, I'm permanent tilted.
Stun locked.
Oh, Brokey at a mid spawn. Dangerous. Dangerous to give this guy the mid spawn. Tries his hand at the timing shot, but they will manage to get out. Double push over at Catwalk. Carrigan throws himself into the fray, but great flashes provided from Imma. Nets Alexi a double with Rops dead.
Look at the HP.
Pulled up, but everyone's super low. Brokey is mental as well. Important to bear that in mind. He hears Alexi on this push out through middle.
Where's he gone?
Alexi's eluded capture. Na'Vi are going B, and Brokey makes noise with the scope there as he swings in. Alexi's got his number. Na'Vi, that was still a stressful ending to the round when you're in a 3v1 like that and everyone's 20 HP. Alexi counts his lucky stars that he gets the footsteps and that forward info on the mid push.
Yeah, you hit tab and you see it's Brokey alive though, and you're like, oh, thank God, it's the opera. None of the else matters at the end of the day. Close, but yeah, those flashes were perfect coming out mid. Both teams bombing them as well. I don't even actually know who blinded who.
Ooh, Brokey. Oh, he missed it. He was making moves. And Molly lands in the window. Nice bounce. Haven't seen that in a while. Or below the window, I guess. Na'Vi, give it a go. As they take middle for free. Brokey's reset completely. Now back on that B site, looking to re-aggress. He really wants this opening kill. FaZe giving him the room to play. They have a double ramp set up. JL
double op set up.
True, Rops, AWPing ramp. Brokey in no hurry. It will be Rops to take that first engagement. The Shadow gives it up. Rops, all reliable. Wonderful doesn't know what's on the other side here at B. He's about to find out. Peek his advantage? No, not against Brokey. Frozen gets found in the meantime. And Emo rather is working the connector. These orbs are just waiting and shooting.
Yeah, the confidence as well, FaZe. That's got to be Rops doing a little bit of homework just to transition into Palace and just play back turn to it. He caught JL and just says, there's nobody else home. I'll chill up here, nice and safe.
Oh, and the molly on the smoke. Everything's going wrong right now. Turrets reigning supreme.
Damn.
That's all AWPs in that round.
Get him.
I do like it as well, Rob starting that second AWP. You couldn't have more polar opposite AWPing styles, right?
No,
Rob's
surely.
just down a holding angle for a minute and a half if he has to. Brokey always keen to throw himself into the fray, always mobile.
This second shot is actually so sick.
Oh, yeah.
That's a beautiful adjustment at the end.
Shake it off. FaZe back in the lead. Ema buying himself up. Got Rain under balcony. Rob's got to be careful from triple. He's scoped deep. There is a Palace player to worry about.
Feeling bummer about this AK is the only way it actually does anything in this round is if they accomplish something at A. Now they have slipped past Rops' scope. Rain's actually in a lot of trouble in this position.
Frozen's checking that window boost as well. Timing is everything. He gives it up, but Rain can explode for the Palace. 3 kills from the King. 4 on 2. And that rifle already wounded. It's going to get worse. Rain on for the ace right now.
He's so stylish, man. So good at shooting. Look at this. Go on, tap. Rain with all 5 in the round. 1 mag is all that's needed. That's the full wrath of the Nygaard right there.
And he's so calm as well. Like, yep, expected. Not even a celebration, not even a cheer. Rain just handling business at this A bomb site. It's causing massive problems for Navi. A second time out used early. Easy spray transfer. JL never really turns around for him.
Their game plan has been all over A, right? Whether it's he's late comebacks from B short or just going for ramp rushes, really. We've seen Molly pushes, we've seen A Palace explosions on the low econ round, and every step of the way, Rain has been there.
This is like a really interesting kind of reputational matchup, right? Because like for Na'Vi, they won over FaZe back at the major. Some folks looked at the major win and they were like, "Oh, was that a fluke?" I mean, they definitely earned it in my eyes. They demolished FaZe in the last map, but these were still questions leveled towards Na'Vi. They want to show that they're capable of beating FaZe again, but FaZe, their reputation here is they've been in every single grand final since CS2 released. Na'Vi are just another enemy to get past, a bridge to get over, to get to that point in time. And they also have the added grudge match factor of those major finals.
Oh, very quick timing for Ema in this round. That's Rops under pass, rather, with the AWP.
Yeah, which is causing the rotation and all sorts of crap because Brokey, after that shot, started rotating to B, but Rops is only able to exit towards the B bomb site. So a little bit late getting here to this cross, and Rain's got to back away.
No way, yeah.
This is so awkward, actually, but Navi's not close enough to the bomb site to getting the bomb planted while this smoke is up. By the time they get in, smoke is going to clear, and then the battle's on.
Oh, the battle is waiting. Brokey on the angle. Alexi, another step and he's dead. Brokey's eventually going to have to recommit through window. How will that timing fare? Carrigan going first, throwing himself in. Alexi jumps for the kill, and he will fall short. Bit must save this round on his lonesome now. On the stairs, puts them down a peg. It's going to be Carrigan spammed out. Bit, he's got a couple of flashes, but here's that late flank from B, and FaZe put it in a box shaped like a coffin.
Yeah, so good from Brokey as well, just staying patient with the AWP in that murder hole, just looking for that peek, looking for that angle, and waiting for the M4s to instigate. Kerrigan gets that kill. Alexi has to make a move and peeks right into the AWP.
Clinical from FaZe because they play very heavy A commitment rounds, right? With the double ramp setup, Rain always on the bomb site, under, over balcony, but then they go for a full retake round and they don't lose a player. Or one, rather. Very nice look from FaZe. Let's see if they can stay ahead of the adaptations that Alexi will have to make. We have a boost on B with Brokey AWPing deep. 12 and 2, by the way.
That ain't bad.
It's a good start.
It's not bad at all.
He must have done some arms race in the break, bro, because like I mean, on Nuke, he wasn't really needed. He was just sort of, like we said, like hanging out. Carrigan was top fragging. Had Rops in there alongside him.
Yeah.
Business was being handled. Put him on Mirage, though. Brokey's got a lot more in the playbook to be involved early in these rounds.
Oh, come on. That's not fair.
You add in Rain, like just being able to do no wrong. Oh my lord, this is starting to look rough for Na'Vi. Kerrigan up on catwalk, got 2 encroaching on his position, can't handle the peak.
This can go very wrong.
Oh, Rain spammed back the other way. Alexi will slow his roll. Oh, they try to break the shot out of Brokey's orb. Reposition into the back of the site, and Brokey's taking heads off now. Frozen joins the ranks of this B defense. Too strong here, but Brokey will get overran. Bombers to cross, bombers to get past Frozen. Robs now owns the angle on that AWP. It's a dink down range from the M4 and a missed shot from the Robs orb. He pulls out the sidearm. Tries to close the distance now, but this has got to be clean. They've seen him. Only one of these players is... Oh! Robs, that's so close! But JL just keeps that round in check for NAVI.
I thought he was getting it.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to get it with the USP.
The full health player. Oh, that was right there for the taking. Nice
Surely
try.
that's the calling card moment to put Robs back on the M4. You just nearly won the round with the double USP.
He probably didn't expect to have it this long, right? Oh no, he's gone back to it.
He's gone straight back.
I'll eat my words. He's liking it at the moment. Double op setup CT side. FaZe gonna play it all the way through. 2 rounds remaining.
We're seeing the gap start to show, but Robs, he fills those voids. Finding that quick pick out up a double orb middle, Jason, like layered. Window and under. I've never seen this setup in my life. And Wonderful gone. And Orb tries his hand, but you're not getting through the secondary of FaZe. Robs.
The Robs Brokey double up. Who knew? The yin and yang of Orpers.
Saving it. Jesus.
But while you're right, Robs is also making plays, like dropping under back-to-back rounds with the AW.
Yeah, he's loving it.
That's audacious.
Kerrigan gets to just chill way back at the B bomb site van.
Patience tested in this position.
Kerrigan's got like 30 years of Counter-Strike patience built up in his body. He's good. He's chill.
All right, Robs going back, double dipping. Bro, double orb connector. Woo! From double orb window to double orb con. One of them gone. Brokey's out of there. They know both positions.
Look, we're doing really good, but if we're double orbing con for too long, that's just throwing. Here we are, Brokey repositions into the jungle. And will Strike taking back control of the connector area. JL, he was the guy to safeguard that last attempt at the clutch. Good damage still on a Frozen, brings it down super low. Frozen doesn't have
Frozen
armor.
forgot to buy Kevlar.
Okay, so this one could still get weird. JL would need an ace clutch, and he's got to get past the Brokey AWP. Easier said than done as Brokey locks it in with a hat trick.
I actually love the, like, it's crazy for sure, but putting the double orb, the orb buddy system, you know, we talk about buddy systems. I've never seen double orb buddy system.
The worst part is, like, this double up is really effective, right? But perhaps one of the most important parts of it is Rain and how good he's been at the A bomb site. Because you face off against double ops on Mirage, you're like, let's get into a bomb site. Let's put the smokes up. They have limited resources that can run through these smokes and create chaos, and then put them in a retake scenario with the double up. But Rain's taking down 2 of you every time you go A. So, like, what are you supposed to do now?
That's a very good point. It's not like it's one per extremity.
I mean, also, this is like a real middle finger to Wonderful on the other side, who has only had the AWP a handful of times, but has struggled to get going with it. Meanwhile, the double AWP setup of FaZe is dominating NAVI. Gonna try come through the ramp smoke. Oh, they blew it open! They blew it open! Brokey wanted all these kills for himself! In at the back of the site, or pulled! Quick flick from Brokey! Tries his hand at the no-scope. It looked close on the smoke, but 2-on-2 now. NAVI have battled their way through. Frozen and Kerrigan have had a free ride thus far in the map. They're the ones who have got to close out this 2v1. Wonderful threads the needle to get past Kerrigan, but it goes both ways, and there's the backstab. 8 rounds locked in for FaZe Clan.
Jet set, a high class, high fashion. No time to talk, no distractions. I bet you never met anyone else like me. If you're searching, I'll be in the VIP. It's all in the acronym. A very important person is coming in, and there's nowhere in the world I haven't been. If you don't understand, let me tell you again.
Versace. I bet you never met anyone else like me. If you're searching, I'll be in the VIP. It's all in the acronym. A very important person is coming in, and there's nowhere in the world I haven't been. If you don't understand, let me tell you again. I know my place and I come first. You wanna live like this, get to it. It's on a race and I come first. I take it all, it's what I deserve. I know my place and I come first. It's on a race and I come first. I take it all, it's what I deserve.
Well, second half underway.
I didn't. I took the last one.
The old game of chicken. Yeah.
No, you'd speak.
Yeah, well, you guys weren't going to do anything. I was looking over at you boys.
I let Harry take him usually, but don't worry, because it's FaZe. We're taking away everything right now. 8-4, boys. They are on for a quick 2-0 and straight into Vitality.
Yeah, but you can't double up on the T side, so they're screwed.
They are in trouble now, but yeah, I mean, now Navi can't choose whether to go A or B. They've got to play everywhere, Jason.
Yeah, that's a good
Also, I don't want to raise it, but it's Alexi trying to lead the way, JL, with a couple of nice rounds in there. Other than that, hasn't been much to look forward to for Navi.
It's been ugly, no doubt about it. Can someone put a smile on our face? Everyone's blind in the site. Carrigan opens up with another entry.
Right, that's better.
Wonderful. He heard your name, but he forgot his. 2 kills, fall short. Frozen fights from apartment, squeezing shots.
He doesn't necessarily have to take, but Frozen
That was like
trying to play with some large phallus energy there.
18 and 4 on Brokey. What's he got? Carrigan, the masterclass right now. Oh, goodness.
Oh!
Hello. Welcome to Malta.
Oh, I'm glad he got a moment. I'm glad he got that.
Dude, that's like that your mate who can't clutch skit. They had so little faith in Carrigan, they kept changing off of him. Look at this.
They got more excited for this than Rain's ace.
This is why he gets the P250.
Well, let's introduce our favorite team. You'll know him, you'll love him. It's FaZe.
Finn Kerrigan Anderson, Copenhagen. Rain, the bitch from Norway.
David Frozen Czernianski from Bratislava.
Robin Goyle, Estonia.
Brokey Sniper, Latvia.
Why do you?
Hey, Finn.
Why did Rain do that? I was in the room when he did that, and I was so confused. We were like,
bitch from Norway.
He was like, "What am I supposed to say?" We were just like, "No, just say your role, bro. Like, what role you play on the team?" And he's just like, "Yeah, the bitch." I was like, "Okay, well, sure."
Yes, well, welcome. FaZe are here to stay, I'll say that much. In those playoffs, Na'Vi, a fall from grace from a major trophy, but not the team you want to be rematching against, let's be real.
It's so admirable the way that this FaZe team is like consistently mid in group stages, above mid, and then just escalate things.
I love that they're all, well, I don't know if I love this, maybe that's too strong of a word, but they always talk about how exhausted they are while simultaneously taking the longest routes possible to get to every final. Wonderful. This has been a really sick double kill, but I have no faith in it going any... Oh! He hit the ding! Damn!
If Carrigan was low, that was going to be an ace full eco.
Imagine if I fucking said that.
Imagine
and then he wins the round 1v4.
Yeah, that would have been like a...
No!
Oh, Liquid, as good as they've been, as much as they've given us.
I can't relive some of these moments, man.
Or heroic, rather. Refreshes. This is a Team Liquid victory teed up.
All right, bro. Fuck you.
Sorry. I'm full of marbles today, Harry.
Wonderful gets to bring out the AWP.
Finally.
He made some extra money there down the stretch of that last round, and so he's got armor and a bit of util to play with behind it.
Better come alive though. That op was not very impactful in the first half. CT side gets his pick of the map, where he gets to take his fights, where he rotates to. Let's see what he's got.
Right now, it's pretty measured, just waiting back towards Ticket. FaZe set their eyes on middle. Robs, in the meantime, was trying to make a move out of ramp, but Bit will best him through the lip of the smoke. You still don't know about the wonderful AW.
Oh, Kerrigan.
Oh, the timing back turn
again.
on JL. And nearly the follow-up onto Alexi. Frozen might be able to pick this up in his stead. Brokey on the rotate in. The Orb now takes the line over towards the market, but they're looking for this short kill. Brokey collects. They learn about the AWP now as Brokey is thrown into a 1v3 clutch. Tag down low from the short side. Im has done great damage here. Brokey going to be hard-pressed to find a way back into this round. And so NAVI will pick up the pieces in their first rifle round to find a fifth.
I mean, safe to say a necessity in this series. They were 3 rounds away from elimination, and they still are. But now we'll get to see if NAVI can drag themselves back into this matchup, Jason.
Yeah, at least they get to keep some money in their pockets and then build up some cash behind these weapons that they've brought into the next round. The plant's going to help FaZe. It's a decision of where they want to go. I think honestly, with this lead, you might just save half buy, maybe Rob's Hero AK-47.
4 options are available for FaZe. They trust in Robs with the AK, and they do go for the eco. So nice call. I mean, this is just NAVI have not felt in this series today. This is where they get to change that tune. Do they have anything to say against FaZe Clan? Got a ramp contact. We've got Robs entering.
And Bit's no slouch.
Yeah, true. Sitting straight, back in his seat, back of the sight.
Oh,
Nice.
sad for Robs, that AK now. I was going to say out in no man's land, but Brokey, the mad lad, just runs out into the open to go and get it.
What a legend. He's the one who dropped it as well. Okay, so they've got 1 kill. They found JL. That's a nice deagle shot out towards Catwalk from Frozen.
Can't lose this.
Okay,
round, right?
no armor on anyone else alive. Robs was the one guy who put more money in.
Yeah, but Carrigan's got the AK.
They have
Harry.
given Carrigan the hero AK.
Okay, Rain. They're going to try hunt him down, but that's what the top mid players are hoping for. Give me the kill, Rain. No helmet. And he one-taps out Ema with a Glock. Going back for more. Wonderful skulls on offer as well, but Bit clinical with his AK-47 puts them all to bed.
Okay. All right. It all calms down at the end of the day. Nice shooting from Bit.
Whew.
So
when the anti-ecos like that are scary, it doesn't paint a pretty picture.
Look, man, they get over it. They get over the hill. That's what matters. Sure, it was scary. We were all feeling a little bit worried, but then Bit, like these were lovely shots. Like,
not that first one.
He saved it. Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's
There's
to
lots
be auto-correcting yourself there on the spray in mid. There's a lot of ways that could have gone horribly, and he returns to form.
Well, JL
Rescues it just in time. So NAVI, let's see. Slowly but surely, more and more pieces are coming alive. Bro, the first half was just Alexi and JL trying their best to win rounds for NAVI. Now they've got Bit switched online. Wonderful. Started to rise up the board. There's suddenly actually players here for NAVI.
All right, you've painted a picture. You've painted a picture of what this is going to look like moving forward. Let's see what they've got. And I mean, this would be a NAVI-esque win at the major, right? Is when you don't expect them to be able to come back. Something gets provided. JL and Khan wins the first, gets traded. Oh, that's a shot and a half though. Wonderful drops on Cat.
My God, Rain is crisp today, and that spray saves it against Alexi B. So
Right,
FaZe
forget
move
I
up
even
Catwalk,
spoke.
and this setup from Harry, it's been a tee-up, it's been a knockdown from FaZe.
It was a beautiful picture though. It was a nice image.
Set up from Howie, bro. Rain is destroying them right now.
Oh.
God, I love it when Rain has great games like this, though. He is so... There are
certain
something about like
players,
the way
yeah.
he plays, the way he moves, the way he aims. Oh, it's so good.
There are certain players that when they pop off in a game, it is just so much fun. Rain's one of them.
That's 11 for FaZe, so a swift goodbye for NAVI, perhaps, as they go to save their guns. They have no more money, Jason. Just a couple of grand on JL and Alexi.
They're going to have to buy in the next round, though, is the problem. I think the other one, obviously, is they're not going to have enough money for the AWP at all.
I mean, they have 1,400 loss. What's that going to look like? 4K for Alexi.
Yeah, 2,500 for Wonderful.
You're buying M4 Kevlar smoke.
Or MP9 if you want to get an extra utility. Yeah, it's not going to be pretty.
FaZe statement. I mean, you know, I don't want to jump too far forward, but I'm just going to say it. Do we have that FaZe Mount do here in Malta?
It's possible.
Feeling like that.
Mal's got to get through G2.
It's not an easy game, but
Liquid's going to be playing Astralis.
The Mongols.
The Mongols?
True.
How they doing?
Astralis, yeah.
How they doing?
Mongols won a map.
They did win the first map.
They did win a map.
It's closer than it needed to be.
They are struggling a little bit more here.
They, yeah. 10 to 5 in favor of VP. So, you know, that one might be going to a third, but still, I think they're going to bring some heat. I do think, actually, VP represent a very ominous problem at this tournament to a lot of the teams. No one's playing Overpass since it got removed. Everyone's kind of ducking away from it. It wasn't a super popular map anyway, but you know who is, and you know who picks it in every single series? VP, mate. VP. They love Overpass.
Well, they lost it.
Yeah, but everyone still got it. It's not like like the update came and they forgot how to play it, you know?
I'm just saying, VP is certainly a lot more in practice still, and it's kind of their farewell tour.
How'd they do with all that practice against Mongols?
Yeah, but that's the Mongols.
True, that is a tier 1
Oh, you could point, yeah.
Okay, we're back into business here. FaZe look to just clean up this evening and make this a clinical rematch.
Dude, I feel like NAVI just got here.
Yeah.
I actually don't think I've casted a NAVI game until just now.
They beat Big. They beat FlyQuest. They beat Big and FlyQuest. That's it. They lost
I didn't cast either one of those games.
Yeah. And obviously failed to complexity in the seeding match.
I saw him on Media Day, and now I'm going to watch him get eliminated, and it's like, all right, well, this is good time, guys.
5 rounds last map, 6 rounds this map. Any more from NAVI at the tail end?
Yeah, I think one of the issues you're going to have is that when Finn Carrigan Anderson has outfragged NAVI entirely on the first map and then done better than 3 of the stars on the second, that, needless to say, is going to cause you issues. Who
are the stars of NAVI? Who are the 3 stars to speak of?
By my money, well, actually, I was counting Wonderful, and I guess he does have less kills than him here. I didn't see that. So, 2 out of 3.
I was going to say JL, Wonderful, and Bit would be my pick.
Yeah, I mean, I think Eam is meant to be in that conversation. He just isn't. Dead over towards the spawn. Wonderful. Clean on the AK. So Frozen is left in the clutch. He's got ice in his veins, does Frozen. Let's see what he can do here. Little reposition.
Not an opera Frozen.
Very nice.
That's nothing to do with it.
He's cool as a cucumber here, set in the side, waiting, holding his breath, Harry.
Yeah, but he's dead. It's a nice try. We all saw what he was trying to... Oh, hang on.
Yeah, but he's dead. Let's go back to Harry.
Maybe on the bench. They don't know. Frozen gets it down to a 1v1. It's just Wonderful left to be. And the pick up 4 to make that round happen for NAVI.
If only there was a word I could use to describe that play from Wonderful. I just can't quite think of one. Keeps NAVI in this series, in this playoff bracket. On the most stacked side of a playoff bracket we've seen in a hot minute.
Yeah, that's a rough run for all those teams down there. FaZe is trying to do the gauntlet.
Poor Monty.
Yeah, that's a shit draw for them. Yeah.
They almost beat FaZe right there. Put up actually more of a fight than NAVI have so far today.
Yeah, an admirable fight.
Yeah.
11-7.
First time out for FaZe. Just haven't felt pressure. Sat at home, drinking Monster Energy without any pressure.
Yeah, I mean, also Neil likes to be involved in calling some of the lower buy rounds when the money's a bit more restricted. He's got that kind of...
He's got those plans,
yeah, exactly. And so this very much fits the bill for that. They are a little strapped for cash here still. Everything they need on Frozen and Brokey. Full Belcy util there. Rain with an AK. You want him on an AK.
4 players without head armor on the NAVI side as well. So those Galils and the MAC-10 can do some work. Missed shot from Wonderful.
Nutmeg. Right through the legs, but JL's here to close them. 2 kills in middle. Make it 3. Ema comes flying out under.
Yeah, that's more like it, Ema.
NAVI are here. Fashionably late. The cool kids never arrive on time.
Yeah, well, this gap is going to close. FaZe in the next round surely going to have to be a save.
You know, the Rops family actually are always on time.
Oh, true.
It's a big part of their ways.
Yes. Sure.
Their cultural upbringing is to always be on time.
All right, Brokey. What do you got for us?
They're saving this dog.
Nah.
Look at Rops. Look where he is. He's at the TV screen. You only ever play this position if you're saving.
Robs might be saving, but Brokey, he got that dog in him. Let's see it, Brokey. We don't need to watch this guy. He ain't moving.
What are we carrying to?
Here we are.
Still.
Brokey, give in, man. Give in to the voices. You know, they're telling
They
you.
got no loss bonus, Harry. He
No.
has to save. He doesn't have a choice.
All right, then. So NAVI are really tightening this game up.
Yeah, they brought it back. This is nice work. Good round from Ema. Double kill in mid amidst all that chaos. Finds a couple of kills coming from the underpass. And this is going to be a gap closed to 3.
Also, shutting down a round like that is like shutting down one of the go-to sort of FaZe bullshit rounds where Carrigan's going to run at you with a Mac-10, jumping around every corner.
Catwalk, ultra quick, hit the
like trying to
timing.
throw all the timings off. They even missed the initial AWP shot in through mid. So they do really well to actually, you know, wrangle that round back. For
Blade's happy.
yeah,
He's giving a clap.
as he should be.
Kerrigan shut down Ema from the underpass. Lovely work.
A lot of underpass drops this game.
Yeah, there has been a good CT presence in mid.
All right, what do FaZe call at 11-8 on an eco where, you know, you can kind of go out there, Jason. You can kind of get a bit crazy.
No, this is where, as Harry's saying, Broke, you got to find that dog in him and get a little wild.
Yeah.
Listen to those voices and find some ways to have a peek. In fact, drop all that utility over to someone else, bro. You don't need that. Don't let that encumber your AK-47.
Yeah.
Crashed in. Cut off that leash. Piss on that lamppost, Brokey. Do it all. Do what dogs do.
Yeah.
Sure. Sure, man. Yeah.
They do pee on lampposts.
Oh my God! Wait.
Oh.
Wait.
No! Carrigan! Carrigan!
That hurts for Carrigan. It's just Brokey. And as he swings into the double fight over in mid, Emma in these last few rounds has had mid under lock and key. It's now back-to-back multi-kills to put a stop to these mid plays.
It's going to be another weird buy for FaZe. They had the 2 saved rifles that didn't get any bonus money previously, so it's going to be 3 AKs and 2 pistols, upgraded pistols. I think if you're FaZe, you got to send someone underpass. At least that's such an awkward plan. I can't even fault Kerrigan for looking a little silly.
He probably would have got turned around. Okay, vibes are good. Rounds are back. NAVI trying to take us to 3.
God,
here.
I believe it. Alexi doesn't tilt, man. Look at him. Beaming smile. If you saw that, you'd think they're up like 11-0. Not that they're still on the back foot trying to come back into the game, but he can feel how the tides are changing here.
Molly's used on B and they're popping a B execute right now. There's no Molotovs to block this. Alexi sees it coming, but FaZe are running.
Oh, FaZe, I think, dropped a molly in their own path. It's going to get extinguished, but this B hit is done. There's nothing to do. I think Kerrigan must have felt really restricted in the playbook with these 2 pistols.
They've got to wait for rain.
Oh. What are you supposed to do? How do you wait in this position? JL finds one. Rain's moving too slowly. He's gone down. Rops disappears in the smoke, but only goes for 1. And just like that, NAVI 1 round away from evening it up.
And that's their first kill in 3 rounds. That 1 kill that Robs finds there, that's all the damage they've been able to secure. These rounds have been super clean for NAVI, so that money is built up over on the CT side.
And that's a huge advantage for NAVI to have such complete control of the economy game. The last 2 buys that FaZe have been busted in some sense.
Just when you were ready to ride off NAVI, I know you were sitting at home thinking this game was over.
You know, I think if you thought the game was over, you haven't been listening to what FaZe say. They take the longest, the hardest, the toughest route. Think, even in the Monty game yesterday, that ended up going to a 3rd.
That's how we like FaZe. They're here for entertainment, but not the trophy's like the cherry on top.
Yeah, they're here for both a good time, a fun time, and a long time. Somehow all 3.
Yeah, it's like G2, you know, they'll drag the games out only to lose. And then FaZe drag it out only to win. You know, they pulled back that Nuke 8-4, come back into overtime, only to lose, and then just own on the 3rd map. Not own, they won.
Yeah.
They won. Sure. Okay, here we go. NAVI looking to level out at 11 apiece, and then The true test. FaZe have been all over this B bomb site, but Alexi, he's not been going down without a fight.
I mean, let's be real. Nothing's worked for FaZe on this T side. Once the guns have come out, they've only won a single round. We've seen them shut down in mid like 2 or 3 times. Seen them shut down at the B bomb site 2 or 3 times.
I feel like they haven't even really done standard rounds because they can't win mid. They haven't done like an A split. They haven't done an AX egg. There's so many things that haven't even been tried from FaZe because EMA and JL are just slaughtering.
I also think they've been playing at a real tempo thus far, like eager to try and end the game. And I think that that's helped it get away from them because they're kind of... A lot of the times they're trying to break through the early util, right? They're trying to force those early fights, and it can just feel like a round
players, the smokes, the Molotovs.
Exactly. It's like you're up against the full playbook of NAVI. I like that they've taken the pace out of it here. I know they're probably still not going to win this round when you look at what they're bringing into it, but I think this was needed. Just the reminder, okay, we can slow it down a bit. I think it's also telling that they're starting to feel the pressure a little bit here.
Oh, this could... Oh, no, they go early in Palace. So, there's still an entry, but Wonderful's here. I feel like FaZe need to leave that a few more seconds before they swung out Palace. There's still eyes on this.
Yeah, let it marinate a little bit.
Yeah.
Nade and an op shot is unreasonable. Also, damn. Speaking of unreasonable, if you're Alexi, I mean...
Yeah, fade away shot.
All right. That might have been a slow-paced round as well to like take an extra timeout. We heard the guys in the first game talking about it with Liquid, where you take like that French timeout, slow pace, don't really run anything, look for pushes, and just chat things over in the middle of the round instead of burning a timeout on it. This is the best buy they've had in like 5 rounds, though. Everything else, they've had like a MAC-10, a couple of Galils, and they had 3 rifles with 2 upgraded pistols due to saved weapons.
You said it, Jason. You can't double AWP T side, so where are FaZe now? Straight out middle, this statement from Rain, and that is more like it. He is not deterred in the slightest, considering the success Na'Vi have had in gun rounds in mid. Rain runs through the smoke without a flash and finds a 5v4.
This is nice that there's no craziness on the back of it. FaZe are content to sit back. Okay, we have a 5v4. We literally haven't had this in the last like 6 rounds of play. This is the moment where they can break through, and they are very aware of that. This could end up being the best chance they have to close this game out right here, right now.
Yeah, a little...
Rain, he's so good. Any more? Swing out from the window. He has the AWP fire off. Right now, he's still out on an island, and he's seen all 3 players over here in middle. The rest of FaZe trying to get out through ramp. A Wonderful AWP watches on from jungle. They deal with Bit over the top of the stairs. Wonderful repositions. Alexi down in connector. Rain fully rerouting all the way through the spawn.
Oh, go on, Wonderful. You've got a perfect position, but he can't catch it. Molly is good. It's going to flash out that player from the back of the site. Frozen's got to fight for this one. He's got supporting utility and teammates, and Rops is still above the balcony. Maybe Wonderful now knows. Given away. They can go for this. No money issues for Na'Vi, but another miss from Wonderful. 1 bullet left up. He doesn't check. He doesn't check. He's found it. It's got to be a reload or a pistol. Na'Vi are on the clock.
Rain started this round with a blinder. Him and Robs are here to try and end it, and Wonderful had chances to deal with Robs up in Palace. Nails Rain in at ramp. It's just Robs left to beat, but Robs calls his bluff, takes it to time, and 12. Match and series point is locked in by FaZe Clan as Robs and Rain deliver all the kills needed.
Unreal shots from Wonderful, though. Despite the misses, he almost saves it for Na'Vi, but Rain and Robs, the deadliest duo, the double tap in middle, and then Robs just, like you said, calling a bluff, ice cold.
That's such a fun clip if you're a Palace player to like go watch how Robs plays that, because like he's like lined up the fight while he's still in cover, and he knows like it's just as soon as contact happens. He doesn't want to stop him from peeking. That's that fine line between baiting and teamwork. Rain does the same thing, can't complete the kill.
I love that he tried. That's just audacious.
Oh, you say tried like it's in the past. Buddy's still hanging out over in top mid.
And here's the difference this time. It's the same play for Rain. It looks identical to Na'Vi, and over towards the B-bomb site, 3 FaZe players lined up.
This was 5 rounds in a row for Na'Vi, broken in the previous. This was a 10-4 game for FaZe that Na'Vi pulled back. Is that all going to be for naught? With this position from JL, you hope not. You hope Na'Vi can drag this into overtime. It's a great spot to be in for a B-pop. And FaZe look destined to end in that position. A fake towards connector. Rain coming up catwalk. He needs to be clinical.
JL Wonderful's taking the attention away. JL's position gets even stronger now. And with Rain dead, moving in up through short. Brokey found in the apartments. It's only Rops and Carrigan, but look at Carrigan's position. Look at this guy.
There's no way.
Somehow snuck all the way here. Ima will turn to try and deal with it. 1 kill from Carrigan. But 3 strong over inside of the site for NAVI. Carrigan locked out and Rops left in this all alone. Orp watches on from bench. And Rops can't even move. This is so uncomfortable. There's nowhere to go. There's no more rounds to play for. This one might have to get settled in OT as they are more than prepared to wait Rops out.
I love this for NAVI against one of the most passive, slow-playing T-side players. They will not move a muscle, and they await overtime. NAVI, what a commendable comeback on the CT side of Mirage. A FaZe that were double-AWPing in corner and window their entire first half, who win a pistol and convert it to a 10-4 lead, and NAVI never give up.
Well, FaZe have money now. The money issues were hugely detrimental to them in the second half. Brokey's back on the AWP. What I'd like to see, what I don't want to see in overtime for FaZe, I don't want to see any more like 50-second executes through a smoke. I don't want to see anyone trying to force their way into the B-bomb site through a smoke up on the platform. Let's just milk all that utility, play it a little bit slower.
Okay, through the smoke is a problem because Wonderful might not see this, but Carrigan runs out. JL gets caught, Rain traded. Crisis averted, but for how long? Wonderful, that nade blows up the smoke. Not enough to find Ema though. 3-on-3, FaZe mid-control and uncontested for a moment. They can breathe.
This is such a sick game because it's both sides are being so dynamic with how they're playing. This round, right, you had 3 players essentially ready to fight mid from either side. And it's this all-in brawl early that FaZe have been able to win out. And now they set their eyes on the B site. Alexi will get tested here. Lineup over on short. Brokey can't finish this. It takes Frozen swinging out to save the day. 2v2. Oh, and Brokey now gets activated over towards the short side. It's just Ima up through the catwalk. Spots the Benz player. Sees Frozen there. Frozen had a highlight moment
Surely not.
in that matchup yesterday versus Monty from bench, from this exact position, and with Brokey's orb now on the line as well, it is a very safe, capable pair of hands to lock down that B site.
What do you think of that run through the market window, Jason, from Bit? He was going
It was
for
a bit much. That's like the round-winning... I mean, actually, I don't even know if that would have been round-winning even if he made it through, but yeah, that kind of ended the clutch right there in that moment.
I want to say Wonderful might have missed a couple of sitters in like that clutch round where he had chances to get involved, had the opportunity to pick it up. But dude, he has been very impressive in the second half and into the OT. He's often in the right place at the right time. He's had a lot of say in how the early fights are panning out. And I think he's a big reason why FaZe haven't looked to go for anything out towards the A-bomb site, because he's been nailing them from ticket.
I mean, that's exactly what he did at the Major as well, right? He was just so solid. Rops has spotted one, gained a little bit of information, chunked down by a grenade. Oh, this time Wonderful gets caught. Shifting position.
He didn't look very confident in that fight there. That's a fight you want if you're Wonderful. You know FaZe aren't ready for an orb. Rain's killed JL a lot in that position, so you're expecting a little less resistance. And Wonderful moves off.
NAVI is so all in on this mid fight. They are so ready to deal with this. Rain has got a huge task ahead of him, and even though he follows up with a lot of damage, they will overwhelm him in middle. But in the meantime, the rest of FaZe have been putting in work, trying to take control of the A site. Rops burning, gets out with 1.5. Ima plays ahead of the util. This is a brawl. 2v2 now with the bomb planted. Frozen. Swinging wide, damage done under the connector player, sneaking through at bench. Ima is punished, and now Alexi's got to do it alone. 1v2 required. 1v2 asked of him. And once more, Brokey might be the great denier, the one here to put a stop to it as Alexi goes up and over the stairs. Missed shot from the orb, and Alexi will answer the call in the clutch.
Sick round from Alexi. I'm loving this is why Mirage is one of the best maps in Counter-Strike, because you just get sometimes these incredibly brawly games where, sure, there's a lot of thoughts around, there's prep, there's, you know, executes you've dry run before, but at the end of the day, you're going to have these 3v3 fights where everyone is brawling, and you're seeing some of the best players right now in the game on an individual level just battle each other head to head, throwing themselves at the wall. There's also like a certain level of respect. I've never seen Rops get caught with an HE in his hand, for example. Yeah. Him running through the molly, that just speaks to where the game is right now.
Yeah, he never expected that, did he? His like little computer brain was like, that's not a possibility I have to worry about, and that joke's on you. Nice play from Ima. Deep Molotov in B. FaZe line it up like they want this again. Rain is going to solo take control of mid.
Wonderful back to the B site. And Rain with a lot of room. Can't believe that FaZe are still just putting him here solo with the amount of resources Na'Vi have dedicated in middle, but it's not this round. Rain gets his lay of the land.
They're going to try and make an A-split happen. 2 players coming through the underpass right now from the B halls. So he's using this quiet time to reposition on the map. Navi's doing the same. 2 players going to push up catwalk. They've shifted a 3rd defender over to Ticket.
Rain did just miss the window smoke. It bounced out.
Yeah, it's actually landed in front of Con, which doesn't do FaZe any favors on what was meant to be this split. Might have to be some window boosting instead. JL, talk of the matter. He's going up and over. Fantastic shot. 5-on-4, and they walk through their own smoke to their own demise. Rain, a little mistake goes a long way, and now FaZe need to hit the shots out A.
There's wonderful from Ticket again, right? Just being the bane of FaZe's existence in these A plays. Whenever he's posted, that all feels like it's good to take all the momentum out of the site hit. Bit might have been spotted, but not dealt with, and that leaves Brokey all alone. JL finds him, and Na'Vi take back-to-back rounds in the first half of overtime.
We were not ready for Na'Vi to win this game by any means.
This comeback didn't feel like it was likely at all, and then it just occurred.
It's crazy how much impact that missed smoke in mid actually had. They were ready to go up con. Everyone was set up to go for it. Smoke bounces out, and that kind of threw the timings all through a bit of a loop. Like, everyone was ready to go. They had to then set up that re-smoking window. That wasted precious time, and that gave time for the boost to come in from JL.
Then they're walking through their own smoke. They're going gray screen into a rifle. Of course, you're getting double killed there. So, yeah, that couldn't have gone worse really for FaZe. You don't really see those mistakes too often.
No, but if you're Na'Vi right now in this timeout that's called heading into as you switch sides in overtime, you think back to that double up setup and how you never really had a solution for it, and it's back, baby.
Oh, it is back, Jason.
It is back.
This is where you almost baited into going for quicker rounds, though, right? Like calling rushes out of spawn, going for B pops. There were a few of those in the first half. They didn't really work, though.
No, Rain was back in the bomb site to clean up anything coming in his direction. The double ups picking people off even before they could execute any kind of ideas or tactics. But surely, if you're Blade and you're Na'Vi, you have to expect double up in this first round of CT overtime.
The game plan has been clear. Rops drop under, Brokey help. And he will from the window side. Smoked off initially, but ready to deal with an A split. Palace player is JL.
It is going to be an exec.
All first half long, Rain was a monster here. He would not let anyone in without taking 2 for the cost of trying to get into the A site. But that is quite a tall order to ask him to keep that going.
And no one's nearby. Both these orbs are actually locked out by that exec. So even though it's still delayed for Na'Vi because they've been smoked in Palace, Brokey and Rops could be left to the wayside. I trust in Brokey to be a retake AWPer, but can Rops do the same? Let's find out.
Oh, smokes have now faded. Wonderful. Tags 1 out through Palace. Rain needs at least 1, but 2 is ideal, and Bit will put a stop to him. Just the one and done. Rops on the reposition out through middle, had to hit that, and with him a dead. His double AWP setup that did FaZe so well in the first half looks to bring them back into the fold. Rops makes a move! Taking a page out of Brokey's book. Rops backstabbed by Bit, but it's promptly traded and dealt with. Wonderful.
What could you do?
Nothing to do, nothing to find, and it's the AWPs again. Na'Vi just don't have a solution to them.
I mean, Rops, I've never seen Rops make a play like that in my life. He answers your question immediately.
Can he play retake? He's been watching Brokey demos.
Exactly. He's been playing arms race.
He just did what Ema did to him as well, which is run through the con util and chase him down with the AWP. He just knows throwing the chaos into that round. If I can get one more kill out, rather than letting Na'Vi set up post-plant positions, and I get 1 for 1 here in a 4v3, that's perfect. That's all that I need to do. He also reads Ema top mid, which I won't say is like a difficult read. This is exactly what this guy does on A splits. He comes late through middle and tries to find connector timing. It's, if anything, been his most readable T-side issue.
They don't have the double AWP.
They could have
got it. It seems like it's choice.
It's choice. They don't want to do it every single time.
They're trying to, go Na'Vi into going for one of these up-tempo anti-double AWP strats.
They'll do it next round, regardless of whether they win or lose.
In reality, Rops is down here at lower, gets out with a 1 and done.
Poor Ema. Had to be someone. Alexi's had a monstrous game here.
Yeah, I mean, even before you talk about that 1v2 clutch in overtime, absolutely spectacular. Smoke and Con. Broki's going to be blocked off. Good piece of utility. 2 players defending the B bomb site. They're going to get split. Bombs still dropped at top mid, though, so Wonderful's got to go hustle and grab that with the AWP.
Oh, this B site is not an easy place to end right now, but it is the 2 weakest players for FaZe. Can Broki cut down the bomb, however? There's Frozen making it clear it is coming towards B. He's going to peek in right now. Might catch Alexi. They line up for a second. Alexi gets that kill. Karrigan dropping off as they enter in. Can Broki stop that cross? That's all that matters right now.
Rain got one through the smoke. That slowed things down. Now they know it's committed here. Karrigan's in a little bit of trouble. Catches Bit in the jump.
There it is.
And that forces Wonderful's hands. So yet again, FaZe have a chance to close out the series.
Oh my goodness.
I really want to know if they bring back the double AWP now.
No.
Nah, just rifles
He's had
pulled
enough.
out.
He's
Okay.
had enough.
Will Rops drop under for a 3rd round in a row, though? That's the question. Maybe send it this time. He's done it every single time. You know, yeah, Frozen Karrigan, weak game, but Frozen gets his kill when he needs to. He gets more damage, and Karrigan swings while Ema, or was it Ema or Jay? Bit. 3rd time's a charm, was mid-air on that cross, so just perfect play.
Okay.
Here we go, Robs.
Oh, man, Rob.
Doing it all. Oh,
Dead
including dying.
immediately. Alexi could get finished off by the util, but the nades just sail on past him. Broki's going to try take up middle, but him is snuck out through lower. Sees an arm, but has to take so much more out of the round. With Rain dead, Broki repels the first man who attempts to entry out through connector. Now has a lot to handle as they're already out through a ramp. NAVI are looking for another overtime, another chance in this second map. Karrigan and Frozen, they've been the 2 struggling. And they're the ones left trying to retake this with damage done earlier.
No
Double
way.
up from
No
Karrigan.
way.
Karrigan wants his revenge. And he's going to get it. Karrigan destroys NAVI and saves them in a 2v4 to take the victory for FaZe. They will keep battling through the playoffs, and for NAVI, the journey ends here.
Karrigan came to play today. That's a disgusting quad kill.
Holy shit, man. That's Karrigan, bro.
2v4 retake. And Karrigan rolled.